Hello everyone, my name is Tina Gilbert and I'm taking an iPads for Education course this fall. Today I would like to share with you 5 different apps that I have found that I think would be really interesting and need to try out with my students at some point. The first app that I would like to share with you is called Classkick. This particular app is free and you can access it by visiting the Apple iTunes store and downloading it as long as you have an iOS 8 software or later. You can also download it if you have an Android device or by visiting their website. This particular app is very useful in both a traditional or a flipped classroom setting. Basically, this app requires teachers to create assignments that can include worksheets, videos, audio, or other web content. Once they've created the material, they would then give the students a class code to access the work. And what's really neat about this particular app is that teachers can see what their students are doing at the same time in real time. They are then able to provide feedback on the student's performance in the form of stickers or comments. Another neat feature that I really like about this particular app is the fact that I think it's geared nicely towards those students who may be reluctant to raise their hand and ask for help, because students are able to work at their own pace, and if they're struggling or having a question about anything, they can privately request help. And they can either receive feedback from the teacher or they can also receive anonymous feedback from classmates. So I think that's a really neat feature. So here's a short video clip that explains Classkick in just a little bit more detail.
Welcome to Ms. K's class. The teacher is happy and her students feel successful. But it wasn't always like this. Ms. K used to struggle with paper assignments. Print, copy, pass out, collect, grade, and hand back. In class, she could only help one person at a time, and this meant that she didn't know how the rest of her students were doing, especially the ones too shy to raise hands. Ms. K couldn't stand to leave students hanging, so she started using Classkick to give them instant feedback. Now she can prep any kind of assignment all without paper, using her own worksheets, new web content, or embedded audio and video. When it's time to work, Ms. K sees every student, and each of them gets to go at their own pace. When needed, students can raise their hand privately. Ms. K jumps straight into this question to give feedback. Students see this help instantly and keep working. Even better, teachers can allow students to help each other. Using Classkick, students get feedback like never before, from their teacher, from each other, both in class or at home. Get it for free at getclasskick.com.
The second app that I would like to share with you is called Gradeproof. Like Classkick, this app is free. It is a writing editor, so you can download it the same way as you did Classkick by going to the iTunes store and downloading it. You can also access it from an Android device or by visiting their website. You can upload documents into it, you can import materials from Dropbox, and you can even use it as a Google Docs. If you use it as a Google Docs, however, you would have to install the Gradeproof extension. Gradeproof reminds me of an extension that I had learned about in a different course that I took earlier this summer called Google Apps for Education. The name of that extension was called Grammarly. They're both similar in that they both check for spelling and they both check for grammar, but what's nice about this particular app is the fact that it detects plagiarism, unlike Grammarly. Other features that Gradeproof provides is the fact that it analyzes word choice and it gives rephrasing suggestions, and it actually color codes the mistakes that it identifies so that you understand what kind of a mistake that it was made, whether it was a spelling mistake, a punctuation mistake, word usage, or so on and so forth. It also includes a word count feature, which I thought was kind of interesting because you know how teachers are sometimes whenever they assign essays to students and they require a minimum of for example, 350-word essay. So using this particular app might help with that. It also provides a readability level, and it also includes the grade level that the student is working on. At the end, after all of the changes have been made, it actually prints out a summary of all of the changes that were made, and you can actually print that as a PDF. So here's a sampling of various screenshots that I took using the Gradeproof app, showing the different categories, starting with spelling and grammar, rephrasing it, that helps you to analyze your phrases and suggest better expressions, to improve your overall flow and quality of writing, as well as target your word count. Rewording it looks for various synonyms, lets you choose which sentences you would like to improve upon, and you can even work entire essays in minutes. Here is yet another screenshot showing an example of suggestions that they provide. So here's an example sentence. Gradeproof gives you a large number of options to improve your writing. Notice how a large number of is underlined and it is color-coded. So it's providing you with various words that could be used as an alternative for that phrase. So you have the option of either editing it or ignoring it. Finally, with the plagiarism check, it literally searches billions of web pages for similar text and highlights detected areas. And over here provides a nice summary of matches that have been found, and it even gives percentages. The Gradeproof app also tries to personalize your learning experience a little bit, so you can see here that it's asking you what your main goal is, whether you want to improve your overall writing, whether you want to increase the number of words that you write in your essays or decrease the number of words. And this screenshot here shows an example of how you can work on improving your overall sentences. So you can select whichever sentence that you would like to work upon, and then it'll work you through that particular sentence to give you additional practice. And then you can see at the end here that after you've gone through your sentences, it'll literally show the mistakes that are crossed out, the new suggestions that are replacing those mistakes, which are written in green, and shows the overall changes. So you could actually, if you look up here in the corner, you could actually email this to yourself and print it out in good form. So that's pretty much it for the Gradeproof app. My third app of choice is called My Study Life, which really should be every student's go-to app, because never again can you use the excuse that you forgot about a test or you didn't write down a specific due date for an assignment, because this app takes care of all of that for you. Like the other two apps that I've already mentioned, this app costs absolutely nothing. It can be downloaded in the same way. The data can be synced, which allows you to be able to utilize it offline even, and it really does resemble a true school-like schedule, either on a weekly or a daily rotation basis. So here are some of the specific features that My Study Life provides. It keeps track of your classes, your homework, and upcoming events, all in a color-coded manner. So I really like the interface on this particular app because you can see at a very quick glance what you need to do on that given day. The app also sends you reminders for unfinished tasks and upcoming exams. Teachers can even create and share the timetable with students in the same school. And if you're like me, that you like to check off as you complete tasks, this app includes a task completion bar, which kind of serves the same purpose because it lets you know how far along you are with completing the work that you need to do. Another really neat feature about My Study Life is the fact that it includes a journal-like feature where you can actually add a quick note or a link to refer back to on an as-needed basis, and you can even add tasks directly from the dashboard. So here is another short video clip that I found that explains a little bit more detail what Powtoon is all about.
Hi guys, my name is Tyler Cummings and I'll be doing a presentation on this very awesome application called My Study Life. This application allows you to log in with a Microsoft Facebook or Google account, which makes things so much easier for you as the user to access the application from your PC, tablet or cell phone. This application allows not only students to use it, but teachers too. This application also allows you as a student to structure your timetable in a cool way, allowing you to use different colors for different subjects. Also, it allows you to allocate the times and on which specific day you get those periods. This application also gives you a monthly view of your timetable, allowing you to plan ahead by checking your test dates or assignment due dates, etc. This view also allows you to see on which days you get a certain period and the exact time. It is one of the many cool ways you can keep track of your classes. Yet another cool view of your class times. This is a more detailed view showing your class times, exams, and project assignments for the subject. For those times when you only want to check what tasks are due, the application allows you to do only those tasks. This feature allows you to keep track of your progress with assignments, reminding you that you are not done with it. It is really a good motivational feature in the sense that if you haven't completed the task, it will indicate to you that it is incomplete. This feature allows you to view your exam dates, giving you info on where you're writing and what venue, etc. It will also indicate to you whether you have an exam date clashing with a period or another exam. This is called the dashboard. It shows you the amount of classes, exams, and tasks you have for that specific day. It also shows you what class you have next. This way you'll be able to keep track of your day much better. Guys, this application is free to download, so come on guys, start downloading.
The fourth app that I chose is called Learn Zillion, and this is more of a resource for teachers. It is free like the other apps that I've mentioned, but districts can purchase a premium subscription, which basically includes complete lesson plan sets for teachers. You can access it the same way as the other apps, and it is a great resource for blended learning or for flipped lessons. Learn Zillion is basically an app that is created for teachers by teachers, because these lessons that are embedded in this app are created by expert teachers, and it literally provides thousands of K-12 math and English language arts interactive lessons, video lessons, and other assignments for students. These lessons also embed slides, practice worksheets, guided notes, and what's really nice about it is the fact that it aligns with the Common Core standards, and it also tracks student progress and achievement and reports those results to the teacher's dashboard for assessment. Teachers can also assign quick lessons either to an entire class or to individual students, and there's no student accounts that are required. So this is basically Learn Zillion in a nutshell. The last app that I would like to introduce to you is Class Dojo, which is an application that allows teachers to keep track of students' behaviors. It is free, it can be downloaded in the same way, and allows teachers to be able to provide a safe and positive classroom environment. It fosters and encourages communication not only with the students but between teachers and with the parents and community in general. Teachers can communicate through the Parent Dojo account, through direct messaging, and even by posting pictures or videos that showcase students' work on what they call the Dojo class story. So this basically lets parents know what's going on in the classroom. Teachers can even keep track of attendance on this application. So here is the last short video clip that explains Class Dojo in a nutshell.
What makes an amazing classroom? Is it having shiny new desks? Is it that fearless classroom pet in the corner? Or maybe it's something you can't see. Maybe it's about the classroom community you build with students, teachers, and parents. In a classroom where students all work together, persevere through challenges, and help each other out along the way, these moments should never go unnoticed. This year, you'll be using Class Dojo to celebrate those moments in class and share them home. You'll each start with your very own monster. And anytime you show an important skill, like working hard or being creative, your teacher can award you a point on Class Dojo. For those extra exciting moments, your teacher can take a photo or video. Best of all, your parents will get to see all the skills you're building and share in your unforgettable classroom moments. So let's get started. What skills do you want to recognize in your classroom?
Thank you for listening and watching. Hopefully you learned about some new apps that you can try out in your classroom.